I've just been working out some measurements for a new shelving project, and I use a program called Cutlister. Now, Cutlister is an app on the iOS, either iPad or iPhone, that you use for making sheet cuts or any cuts out of material that you put into it, really. So at the first page we have jobs. So we have one here called top shelves. So I'll select that one and go down to cut list. In here we have the option of having edging bands if we're putting edging on and everything, but I've just using 12 and 18mm sheet ply. So in materials we add, so I've got 18mm ply, thickness is 18mm, and it's not grained because I'm not book matching or anything. So I hit save. So I've got 18mm and 12mm. Over on the side we have two buttons. One of them is settings, have a designated lead length and trailing length. So if the ply wasn't machine cut properly, you could allow 5mm so that you could have a clean edge put on it, and it would work that 5mm waste into the whole project. The next button allows you to put in the sizes. So we have quantity, which I have written as a star, which means indefinite, the width, the length and the cost, and then you just hit save. Then we go over to parts, and this is where you put in your parts list, which is all of these individual cuts that I want to do, and also name them. So if I go to shelves, we have quantity, so I want 14 of these shelves. The part number is part number 3, which automatically gets put in. Part name, which is helpful to have because it will show on the printout. So I have shelves. The width is 308mm and the part length is 412mm. And then the material you choose from a drop-down list of whichever material you want, and then you hit save. Now the reason for doing this video, one more shelf out of the 18mm. Now, rather than trying to figure out where I can get one more shelf without buying another sheet of ply, all I did was go into the cut list and chose, it's 475, so 485, and I changed the quantity from a 2 to a 3. And that's all I did. And then up here in the top left hand corner, let's move the iPad a bit closer, we have a button here which generates the cut plan. So this is the 12mm ply cut plan, and this is the 18mm ply cut plan. So if I get the sheet, the first one has stayed the same, but the second one, which used to be this, has now changed to a different cut plan, and the third one obviously has changed as well to this cut plan, and that has allowed me to get my extra shelf out of the ply without having to try and work it out myself. These red grayed off areas are spare, and then from here you can then print the sheets off or run it straight from here. But we have a listing of exactly what I'm cutting and showing where I'm cutting it. So we'll basically cut all the long pieces first on the ply to break the ply down, and then I will do the length cuts. On this top one here, I will do a cross cut this way and then do length cuts. Also, when you set up, we have saw blade thickness, which I have written in as 2mm. So it allows for your saw bladeness as well. We have grain match options, material trim cuts, saw CNC options, edge banding, optimization, dimension style,